Good morning. It's time to dye my hair. As you guys can see, there's probably a little bit of regrowth in there. And I'm not going to show you the process, but I'm only going to dye probably this up here because this down here is fine. And I'm only going to use one box dye. Let me show you the box dye I'm going to use. This is what I'm going to use, and it will cover that up. Don't want to go back to my normal because there's a lot of gray in there. So we're going to use this color silk. But first I'm going to have to change my shirt. Okay, change my shirt. You can tell I've used this many times. But I do definitely think it is time to change the color of my roots. I'm sure y'all know this, but I'm really cheap. I'm not going to go to a hairdresser and do my hair. I love my hairdresser to death, but I only want her to cut it. The last time we turned it red, it cost me almost $200. And then I gave her a nice healthy tip, so I'm not going to go to the hairdresser. I'm just going to pay whatever I paid for this, $5–10, to do it myself, because I've always been doing it myself. And I kind of like how it's dark up in here, but my boss is like, yeah, don't you think it's time to do your roots? And I'm thinking, why is he so worried about my roots? Okay. So, I'm not going to take, look, it's really right here. It's really needing some help. So I'm thinking I'm probably going to do about this much and then leave that. But the cut she gave me was very nice. So let's just add this in. Again, I'm not a professional, so I don't want to do my whole entire, take little sections. I need another box, but I shouldn't need another one because I'm not doing the whole area. Just want to make sure it gets really saturated. I did have some clips, but I think the cat ran off with them. I'm not going to bore you to death with all this. Okay, I guess we'll have to wait for about 25 minutes and then I'm going to get this out and we're going to see what it looks like. So I did saturate it real good into the roots. I did do a little strand here and here to see if it'll go white again. So we'll check it out then. Here's my glove. So see you back in 25. Okay, let's take this off and let's see. It's probably been about, I don't know, 23 minutes. Okay, looking in the mirror, it does look like it took a lot of that out. So I have some purple shampoo then to cancel out if there's any orange, or should I say copperish tones. It did make it a lot more blonde. You can't see it right now until it's dry. But it definitely took that gray and light brown out. So let's check back in then. This little gadget is really neat. I don't know if anybody else has something similar. Makes your hair real nice and smooth, healthy. I'm not sure why it does that, but as you can tell, so when it's done, I'll just twist it and leave it in a hard twist. To get some waves. So far, this has probably taken me 15 minutes to do this side. This is why sometimes I have like straight hair, sometimes I have like curly hair. But to flat iron my hair, it takes probably a half an hour. I think this is still wet back here. Can't see it. Yeah, it's still wet. So if you guys made it this far into the video, I do a lot of things. I go to the mom and pop shop. It's the best place that I've ever heard for food prices. Of course, they have a lot of snacks, have a lot of great deals. And it's not that the product is expired. It's soon going to be expired, or like sometimes when you get those red fish, it's probably a reject at the manufacturer, only because some of the red fish aren't pulled apart correctly. So, but for $5 or $6.99 a bag for that big bag, opposed to other places that you can get that, that's cheap. It's like half off. So that's what some of that stuff is. And then sometimes, like, if suppliers or distributors can't get rid of like Valentine's things, you know, they'll send it to there to sell cheap. Just that don't go in the landfill, I guess. I don't know. Now at the mom and pop shop, the produce, I know it's more or less a lot of it's local grown. It doesn't last long. See how shiny and nice that looks? But it takes too long. And up here it's still wet. Let me just get it down here a minute. Oh yeah, that's hot. But that's how I get my hair real nice. You can see that white spot. Real nice and smooth and shiny. I got this probably 2 months ago. And love it. See how beautiful it makes it look? And it's so soft and so shiny. Opposed to this side over here, which is curly. I'll show you the end result. Okay folks, this is the final end result. The hair is very soft. I did not put anything in it, so it's just blow dried, but it is very healthy. As you can tell, there's a couple like them white stripes. It's still a little damp up in here, but if I don't blow dry it, see that white stripe I made? It will frizz out. So in the summertime, it really frizzes out. But you can actually see it did go white. Well, blonde, should I say, from where it was dark on the roots. But overall, I think it worked out just fine. Thanks for stopping by. See ya.